everybody, happy Talk to Me Tuesday. It is Tuesday, January the 8th of 2013, and 2013 is the year of the cat. It's true. I've decided that it's the year of the cat because I've got a new fur baby, and her name is Maribel, and she's very, very cute. Um, I wanted to get a cat for a long time, and I thought that I was going to have to wait until I moved into my own place. But my parents surprised me with Maribel for Christmas. She's a rescue kitty, and I fell in love with her at the pet store where she was being housed. Um, but you know, I've seen lots of cats there that I've liked and never made the move. I'm so glad that they got her for me, and the woman at the pet store was really. She said she cried all the way home. She was so excited that she was adopted. Um, so really excited to have my new friend. And so this year I have lots of things that I want to be crafting, but I've also added a couple of things for Kitty. Mary Bell is very, very shy. It's one of the reasons why she probably wasn't adopted for so long. Um, she just hid and she just kind of huddled in the corner of her cage and was hiding. And so she's very much come out of her shell. She's been exploring the house and she gets along with Brewster fine. She loves pets, but she's still pretty easily startled, and she really doesn't know how to play, probably because she's just never really been taken out of her cage to play before. So she really needs to lose weight, and I'm working on getting her on a good diet for that. But I'm trying to make her some toys so that she'll play, that she'll expend some calories and energy that way. So the first thing I tried, I found this. Tutorial online is for a catnip mouse, and it's pretty ugly. Except I mean it's kind of cute, but I used things that I had around the house. So this was just some sturdy. It's a navy blue cotton um, fabric that I got from my aunt this summer. She gave me a bunch of old fabric that my grandmother apparently used to use for making my grandfather clothes, and so I used that. It called for ribbon for its tail. I used some green ribbon um, and felt for ears. Well, I had full leaves, which is not the same thing, but I used what I had. Mainly because I didn't even know if she was going to like it. So I said, if she likes it, I'll get the proper things and I'll make her a nice, good one. But it's filled with polyfill and catnip. She could care less. Honestly, she could care less. So I've left it in her room on her little bed, and I don't think she does anything with it. So apparently she does not care about catnip, um, and whatever. So there's that. And then today I made her a. I'll have to stand back for this. A fishing hook with a stuffed fish on the end. This is another tutorial. This is actually a Martha Stewart. Not that I really didn't need a tutorial for this, but I got the idea there from. And it's just a little fish, again stuffed with polyfill. I have catnip left over, but I didn't bother with it because she didn't care about it before. Um, and so I just sewed a little string in there when I sewed up that seam, and I found this really nice stick. I was going to make it into a wand, but I figured I should probably use something that'll actually get used. And so it's fun because just by moving the stick a little bit, the fish walks around just like a real fish. And so she hasn't really played with. She hasn't had a lot of opportunity. I just made it tonight. She doesn't really know what to do with it. And at first, when I showed it to her, she got kind of freaked out. But then I dragged her on the floor behind me, and when I turned around, she was crouched behind a table looking at the fish. So I think she could potentially come to like that. I really hope so. I want to find a toy that she'll like. I just don't know what that's going to be. So I would love suggestions. Those of you who have cats, what kind of things do they like to play with? Um, right now she pretty much lays. I have a blanket by my window that she lays on and looks out the window, and she gets the sunlight, and she loves that. And she sits on my chair. Um, and she pretty much stays in my bedroom during the day so that she doesn't get outside. But my grandmother is at home during the day, and she lets Brewster out. Sometimes she leaves the door wide open. But when I get home, I leave it open for her, my bedroom door. But I don't know if anybody's ever had a really shy cat, or like or like a rescue cat, and that you had success in getting them playing. I would love suggestions, so please share them. I want Maribel to be happy and content and healthy. Um, so I would appreciate that very much. And then the only other thing I've been working on is the blanket that I started. I showed off the little bit that I had last time. I think I finally got double crochet down. And so here is what I have. Let's see here. It is um, probably almost halfway there, I guess, ish. I hope so, because I'm almost out of this kind of yarn, and I have one more. I may have to go hopefully find some more. I got this yarn. It's Red Heart Super Saver, and it's camo. I can see the camo, although it doesn't necessarily have to be camo. It almost is making like these wavy um, line patterns down. Red Heart's so cool that way. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Um, so it won't be very big, but I thought it would be good for a baby or for a very small child. Um, and these little blankets are just fun times for me to work on my crochet because I don't have a lot of experience with that. So I'm working on that, and hopefully we'll be done with that. I don't know, in the next couple of weeks. Um, so that's exciting. Then that's about all I've got going on as far as crafts from this week. But I've been sitting down and trying to figure out what my craft goals will be for this year because I actually really need to make them. Like, what are some of the big things that I want to do? And I'm going to post this on a list on my live journal. But a few things that I know I'll be working on in the next couple of months is my Regency dress, because that needs to be done for my birthday, which is April 17th. I'm also going to be bringing that dress to London with me when I go to my wedding in May, and my friends Conley and I are planning on having tea in Hampstead Heath and wearing our Regency outfits, and I'm very, very excited. So that I need to start working on that, find the fabric for that. I have the patterns. I'll probably won't do a lot of it until spring break, though, just to be honest. But I have 2 weddings, possibly 3, actually, this summer. One of my other friends told me that she may potentially be planning a super short, um, super quick wedding. But one wedding is in May, and it is for my friend who I went to stay with in London 2 summers ago. And I am going to be making her a quilt, and she's the one that I showed the heart quilt last week. That's what I'll be making for her. And then I have another friend who I'm actually going to be her maid of honor in her wedding, which will be in June. And I'm trying to think what to do for her. And I would love to make her a quilt too. But I mean, to be honest, between now and then, it's doubtful that it's going to happen. So what I thought I would do is maybe I would crochet or knit them an Afghan, which, coming from me isn't going to be that exciting. Maybe if it was an HP5 freak Afghan, it would be amazing. Mine would be pretty simple. But I figured that would maybe be a good idea just because that's something that I can take around with me, like when I go to doctor's appointments or I'm sitting waiting for children to finish things in class, and it's something that I could take on the plane with me to London. I'm going to have a lot of downtime on the plane to and from. Um, so I'm thinking about that, and so maybe I'll try to learn a new crochet stitch and see what I can do. Her colors for her wedding are like a light green and tan, which almost sounds like this. So I'm gonna maybe go to Hobby Lobby or Good Michael's and see what they have. If they have a nice yarn, something that's not Red Hearts, that's nice and has a good color variation. Again, would love suggestions. Um, Anybody made things for weddings before as wedding gifts? Would definitely like to hear those. And then after that, I need to finish my Hobbit quilt. Desperately want to finish that. I'll probably have some Christmas crafting that I'm going to want to end up doing, and probably some other small things. But those are my big projects, so I will definitely need some inspiration, some push to get me going this year. I'm gonna stop now. Probably gone too long. I hope you guys are having a great week, and we'll continue to do so.